Hello, welcome back to the channel. Long time no see, sorry about that. Anyway, Tears of the Kingdom has been released a week ago on Friday, and I'm just gonna say I didn't think Breath of the Wild could be topped, but Nintendo's making miracles. Somehow they made a better game than Breath of the Wild. Definitely it's gonna be in my top 5 games that I've played in my life, just like Breath of the Wild is. I even tweeted my favorite game 1 and favorite game 2. I picked it up on release. It was fun. Unfortunately, my local shop didn't have the amiibo or the Pro Controller. I would definitely get the Pro Controller if I could, because I don't have a Pro Controller, so it would be nice to have one, especially a Zelda one, because back in 2011, when Skyward Sword was out with the golden Wiimote, I just wanted the Wiimote, not even the game, and I don't have it because I didn't get it, and it's one of my regrets. So I would like to have the Zelda Pro Controller. I would also love to have the Tears of the Kingdom Switch, but you know, after having 2 Switches, we don't really need it. So yeah, let's talk about the game, shall we? First of all, the opening intro part made me scream. I did record my first hour of gameplay reaction, and I just screamed and yelled about the game because I was excited, and I don't think I'll ever show that footage anywhere. I haven't even looked at it because I just know it's not pleasant to watch probably. I feel like the basic structure of the game was the same as Breath of the Wild. You know, you're in the tutorial area, you have tutorial shrines that explain stuff to you, and then you get outside of the main area, you go to a settlement, you meet a person, and then they tell you there's these 4 regions and you have to go around and find out what happens. So in that sense it's kind of the same. So it's familiar game structure, kinda, you know what to expect, in the sense of you know how things go. I don't know what I'm saying. You know, you go to the lookout settlement, is that what it's called? And then they tell you to go see this weird stuff that's happening in the 4 regions, and then you have to do stuff. So far, I've only done Rito Village, because apparently that's the first one that you're supposed to go to, according to Pura. So I've done that one, and it was really fun. I'm not gonna say much about spoiler stuff. I'm just gonna say the dungeon that you do in those main quests. The map is not 3D like it was in Breath of the Wild, and I love it. That's the one thing that I'm most grateful for, because the 3D maps in Breath of the Wild were horrendous. Also, I've been to the castle. The castle's map is also not 3D anymore. We love to see it. Yeah, the castle's floating up in the sky. It's giving Super Mario Galaxy. My favorite game, so Tears of the Kingdom is also gonna be a favorite game, obviously. Yeah, let's talk about some new stuff. The Sheikah Slate was replaced by a Pura Pad, but essentially it's the same thing, just a different name. You know, it's not an Apple phone, it's a Samsung phone, but it's the same thing, it's a phone. Another thing they did, they moved the quest from the main menu to the Pura Pad, which was a bit hard to get used to at first, but I've gotten used to it now. I don't know which one I prefer. I genuinely don't care which button it is, you know, just gotta get used to it. Another thing that's kind of new, but kind of not, the shrines and the towers, they're the same, but they're not. So the shrines, they look different, and there's some new puzzles, obviously, because we have new runes, which I'm also gonna talk about. But the towers, they obviously look different, but they also function a little bit differently. Because in Breath of the Wild, if you fast travel to a tower, the tower would be tall, and then you could just like fly around. When you fast travel to a tower in Tears of the Kingdom, you're at the ground level, like on the floor, so it's not that fun. The only thing I don't prefer in Tears of the Kingdom are the towers, but everything else I would say is kind of better. I don't know. So yeah, those are the shrines and the towers. They're really hard. They're really fun to find, the shrines, actually, because some of them are in the caves. That's a new thing, caves. There were some caves in Breath of the Wild, maybe, but in Tears of the Kingdom, they're marked on the map, and there's a lot of them, and they're big, and some shrines are inside the caves, so that's fun to find. But yeah, let's talk about the runes. In my Tears of the Kingdom expectation video, I said that I don't want old runes to disappear. Spoiler alert, they're gone now. Rest in peace, Magnesis, Cryonis, and Stasis. You will be missed. But the new ones kinda replace them, kinda. My favorite one was Magnesis, and Ultra Hand kinda works like Magnesis, but with extra stuff on top of it. You know, Magnesis is the GameCube and the Ultra Hand is the Wii. So it's the same thing thing, but more. But yeah, with the Ultra Hand, with the crafting system, I thought I wouldn't like it. I said that in the trailer reaction video, I think. But I actually kind of like it. It encourages creativity, especially with the Koroks, and you have to move them around and you have to build. And with the sign guy, there's a sign guy putting up signs, and then you have to make the sign stand up by itself using material around you with the Ultra Hand. It's really fun, actually. The next new ability slash rune is Ascend, which I love because I can be asked to climb stuff. It's really helpful for getting out of caves and wells, because there's also wells that you have to find. And the other ones, Rewind, Recall, they were all shown in the trailer, but I'll just say I don't mind them. I like them. I do miss Cryonis though. Cryonis was my one way to cross bodies of water when I didn't have enough stamina to swim through them, you know? I was just jumping through blocks of ice. But I guess now that we have the Ultra Hand and all that Zonai stuff, you can just make a boat and it's fine. But I liked Cryonis a lot. Oh, the memories. There's memories, but they're not Link's memories, because Link remembers everything from the previous game, and in those few years between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, Link has memory now. Amnesia's gone. But we have memories of what happens to Zelda, because we don't know, right? We have to find the princess, so we're getting these geoglyphs on the ground, and then there's a memory in each of them, so you can remember what happened in the past. That's fun to find, because it's a bit easier to find than the memories in Breath of the Wild. Those were a pain sometimes. But these are actually fun because you can see them from the sky. And yeah, I like them a lot. There was a memory that almost made me cry. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything because I don't want to spoil. But yeah, now just to talk about the overall feel of the game. I know a lot of people were kind of concerned about the map because it's happening in the same Hyrule map as Breath of the Wild, so people were concerned that it would be too similar and it would be boring because of that. But you know how I'm gonna describe it? It's like when you come back to your hometown after not being there for years. So it's like you recognize different places and the streets and all of that. You know where is what, but since it's been a long time since you've been home, there's new stuff, right? And it's like, oh, look, I know this street. But oh look, they added a fountain. It's kind of like that. And even though the map is the same, the main Hyrule map is the same, it feels different. Because I think between the games, like lore-wise, it's been a few years, so things obviously change. I find myself exploring the map and it doesn't feel repetitive. Because as I said, it's like, oh, I recognize this place. This is where my horse learned to eat apples. It was like, wow, I remember this. It's fun. And then I've also come to like places that have been like, oh wait, there was a shrine here in the previous game. But now it's not, because we don't actually know what happened to the old shrines and towers. Is that explained? Where are the divine beasts? Did Ganon eat them? I don't know. But yeah, that's the feeling of Tears of the Kingdom. It's like coming back to a hometown after a long time. And there's something magical about that. But yeah, even just that, we also have the Sky Islands, which they showed in the trailer, so the map is bigger. And also, the thing that they haven't shown in the trailer is the depths, the underground. I call it hell, because it feels like it. Below Hyrule, there's another map, so the map is like triple size in Breath of the Wild. Nobody was expecting that. So the past few days, I've just been underground unlocking the map, because it's really fun, and it's in the dark. You don't see anything. You need to have those light flowers. At first, I didn't think I would enjoy it, but now I'm enjoying hell quite a lot. Some monsters are scary though. There are a lot of new monsters in Tears of the Kingdom. One of them being a three-headed fire dragon. That scared me and killed me. I don't ever want to fight that. But yeah, there's no more guardians, which makes me happy because guardians are scary. The only thing I liked about the guardians was the music. I like the song. But yeah, now we have those Zonai robots, which are kind of equivalent because you beat them up and you get material to do stuff with. Just like the Guardians, you beat up a Guardian and then you use the Guardian materials to get stuff. The Zonai machines are kind of a replacement for Guardians. They're not scary at all though. But we do have some of the new monsters that are even scarier than Guardians. I feel like I've been playing every day non-stop since it came out. It was actually kind of hard stopping the game to come here and film a video, but I did it. Yeah, I've been playing the game non-stop. All my friends have been playing the game as well, so it's kind of the excitement of playing a new game together. And then like sharing stuff. It's like, oh, have you got Memory 5 yet? Yes, let's talk about it. It's really fun, and I just know this is gonna be a favorite. I mean, it already is a favorite. Just like Breath of the Wild, I was not into Zelda at all before Breath of the Wild. As soon as I opened Breath of the Wild and got out of the Resurrection Cave, it became a favorite game, and it's the same with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, Tears of the Kingdom is even better, I would say, than Breath of the Wild. Yeah, there's so much more that I could say, but I just want to go back to playing. These were just my first impressions, kinda. Oh, also, if you've been to Hatano Village and you've been to Link's house, that's my favorite part of the game. The house. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to playing the game now. Next, I'm going to Goron City. I said that on like Tuesday, and now it's Saturday and I still haven't made my way to the next main quest. But yeah, I'm going to Goron City next after Rito, to see what's up there. And yeah, let me know what you think about the game. I bet you love it. And like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I feel like the next few videos are all gonna be about Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!